For many who frequent the Westgate shopping mall, it was just another ordinary Saturday. 12:30 p.m. and the events that took place here for the next 80 hours forever changed the security landscape of Kenya's capital. Initially reported as a robbery, it soon became apparent that Westgate attack was more than that. The gunmen holding AK-47 rifles were undertaking one of the worst terror attacks in the history of the country. Closed-circuit television cameras recorded these events at 12:30 p.m. Video footage captured by multiple CCTV cameras inside and outside the shopping mall reveal how the Westgate terror attack was partly executed by 4 gun-wielding men. Some of the video footage showing the 4 men splitting into 2 groups and spraying bullets on anyone they came across is too gruesome to be aired. The attackers were shooting in the direction of anybody they saw moving. They appear on the cameras with conspicuous magazine pouches and carrying rifles. 3 of the attackers are seen at the back of Nakumatt taking cover behind the shelves as they pause to talk to each other. One of them latches on his rifle before the rest join him. The terrorists, whose faces can clearly be seen, are dressed casually. They appear to be listening to any movement from inside and outside Nakumatt. One of them then switches off the overhead TV screen as they begin to take their positions. One lanky gunman wearing a black bandana is seen talking on phone casually, carrying his rifle while looking up for something. Gunshots are fired towards them, and one of the terrorists fires back and disappears out of CCTV range. They take cover behind a pillar and a refrigerator, waiting for the security forces to close in. Moments later, one of the terrorists, who appears to be injured on the leg and wearing a black trench coat, walks towards the Nakumatt entrance and fires 2 shots at the security forces outside. He ducks from a bullet and hides behind a pillar and calmly walks back as the other pair of attackers join him, and they take cover at different positions. From the CCTV footage, it is clear the terrorists kept on checking their phones while moving around the mall. It is not yet clear whether it was communication to the outside world or following up the events on social media, but each of them had a phone. According to this CCTV footage, it was 3 p.m. The 2 terrorists, one in a whitish shirt and another in a pink shirt, also have their arsenal secured in magazine pouches belted around their waist. They move around talking to each other and they are out of CCTV range. 11 minutes past 4 p.m. and another CCTV camera captures one of the terrorists in a blue shirt seated comfortably next to an exit point. He is later joined by 2 others who at this time are so relaxed that they even had time to put down their guns and even took time to engage in one of the Muslim faith prayers of the day, the Asr prayer. The other 2 watched the activities inside from 2 vantage points. From the CCTV excerpts, there were only 4 terrorists who can be seen, which raises questions about the 10 to 15 figure quoted by National Security Cabinet Secretary Joseph Olelenku.
It's a rumor we have heard just like you, and we will retreat as such until the forensic exercise and any other investigation taking place prove it otherwise.
If there were indeed more, could it be that a sizable number escaped?
Mimi nikajificha. Kuficha namna hii akabadilisha nguo mbele yangu. First floor akabadilisha nguo. 4 o'clock ndio tukareskiwa nje. Sasa ile tunatoka nje nikaona hata huyu jamaa ako na sisi.
From the footage, the terrorists appear contained inside one of the floors, and around this time, a hostage and rescue squad from the GSU elite squad Raggii company was already inching closer to getting them. This rare video footage shows how this squad was trained for years for a situation like Westgate. The training that combines tactical elements borrowed from the SWAT team and American Navy SEALs reveals how a hostage rescue would have been done. From the formation to how a hostage would be rescued inside a closed room. This squad entered Westgate moments after the attack. By 3 p.m., KDF soldiers were already making their entry to take over Westgate, and this is where a power struggle dragged the entire operation. A Raggii company officer was killed in friendly fire and another seriously injured. It was at this point that the GSU Raggii company left Westgate, and for the next 3 days, KDF took total control. The 350,000 square feet was turned into a battlefield as tankers, sniffer dogs and soldiers surrounded the mall and journalists moved 300 meters from the mall. How the 4 gunmen were able to hold our security forces for 4 days still remains the big question. Dennis Okari, NTV.